What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelvin. I hope you're all doing well. In this video I want to talk about enmeshment and the fear of abandonment when it comes to the mental health world and the psychological aspects of these terms. My last video I talked about coping and the fight or flight response. Please check that out if you haven't. I just wanted to say thank you again for all the support. Thank you for all the comments. It's great reaching out to you guys. Please check out my past videos and the shorts I've been doing out. I've been experimenting a little here and there, taking a little bit of excerpts from my past videos. So let me know if you guys enjoy those. Thank you so much for 99 subscribers. It's really cool how we're only one away from 100. I honestly didn't think the channel would grow the way it's growing, and I'm truly grateful. With all that being said, guys, let's get into this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and put the notification bell on. So what is enmeshment? Enmeshment occurs when one person's boundaries overlap another person's boundaries in an unhealthy and parasitical manner. So I think I say this in the majority of the videos I made, but all these terms always overlap with each other. Enmeshment is basically when somebody is in your life who exceeds their boundaries. You set boundaries, but they don't respect it, and they're all up in your personal business, things they have no business having a say in. And maybe you're in the situation where you're suffering all this, and you just don't know if it's normal or not, and you just let it happen. So you're just in each other's business. You just both think it's normal, and this is very unhealthy because people need to sometimes just do things on their own, for lack of a better term. You need to have a set of boundaries, and they need to respect it, but some people just don't understand that, or even blatantly just don't care. Enmeshment often occurs in a relationship where the parent and a child, the parent who may be a narcissist in this situation, they will be very controlling of their child's life. They will maybe control what they wear. Maybe they will control who they can and can't hang out with. Maybe they oversee what they do on their phone, like their text messages, stuff like that. And these are all personal boundaries that you should have with your child. You shouldn't just overbear and stuff like that. So maybe this child will grow up and think this is the normal, and this will affect how this child develops later in life and all the relationships this person will make, because they will not respect other people's boundaries, and because they just think it's normal. For an example, this could be a parent controlling their decisions, a child's decisions, interfering in their relationships, or handling things they need to learn to do themselves. So, say a doctor's appointment, a very basic example. Say you're growing up, and you're maybe in your mid-20s, and your parents always took you to a doctor's appointment. At some point, you would have to do this by yourself, right? Here in the U.S., you're off your parents' health insurance by age 26. So maybe you need to find your own health insurance, but you don't know how to do that. But your parents will do it for you, but you should know how to do it, because maybe your parents won't always be around. They won't always be there to just be that crutch when you need them. But if you're so used to that, this may eventually lead to a problem. You will learn how to find your own insurance or whatever, or make an appointment and go to it by yourself. But maybe some people don't know how to do that because their parents are very overbearing, or they'll only have that control over them. Another common example is, say you need money, but rather than getting a job or anything, your parents will just always give it to you. This ties back into one of the other videos I made. I don't remember how long ago. I think it was maybe a week or two, about trauma bonding. So maybe this person loves their parents so much that they do everything for them, but the trauma is that this isn't normal, right? You would need to understand how to do things on your own, but you're so dependent on them, and that's codependency, which was another topic I talked about, and that's just how their life, I guess, functioned, right? But this isn't normal at all, because a young adult who will eventually turn into a legal adult later in life, they will understand that their parents or somebody won't always be there in life, but they're just so used to that. You're a product of your environment. I'll always say that. And they will have to understand eventually that they need to learn and take some responsibilities for themselves. So that's what enmeshment is. It's basically just no boundaries whatsoever, and your parent or somebody is just super involved in your life when they have no reason to be. The next topic I want to talk about is the fear of abandonment. So what is the fear of abandonment? It's honestly exactly what it sounds like, but by definition is when entitled expectations of people to satisfy their needs while fearing they will fail to do so. So this is basically when you understand you are in a toxic situation, right? But you have the fear of being alone, that you'll just do whatever that this person tells you to. They might have unrealistic expectations of you, but maybe they'll even know that you won't hit any of these expectations that they set. But both of them are codependent on each other. There's that word again, to always be together because you guys just don't want to be alone. You guys don't know what it feels like. You guys don't want to know what it feels like. This could be toxic because, well, one, you shouldn't have expectations of people if you think they're not going to hit it. You should guide them to do it, but just not thinking they'll be able to achieve it is plain and simple, like, wrong, I feel like, and I feel like a lot of people will feel that. But it's also very toxic in the way that if you're never alone, right, in your life, being how it is, whatever situation it is, you will never understand how to truly process something because you always have to be dependent, or you always have to have a second opinion, someone's second opinion about anything. Maybe you don't know how to think for yourself. It could be bad that way. It could be bad that you, again, truly never know how to process anything because you're always with somebody. So there's many ways it could be bad. But the signs of fear of abandonment, and I'll just read it off real quick, but it's on the screen if you want to look at it. It's intense feeling of separation anxiety, reluctance to fully commit, aiming to please, quickness to move on just to ensure that you don't get too attached, difficult achieving emotional intimacy, feeling insecure and unworthy of love, hypersensitive to criticism, and a quickness to attach even to unavailable partners. So these are just a couple signs of fear and abandonment, and one of them that I want to really talk about is the quickness to move on just to ensure that you don't get too attached. I feel like it could be very toxic in the sense that, as I just said, if you're never alone, you can never fully process something. But this is just, you don't want to get hurt, so you don't want to build that connection anyway. So I found that was very interesting. Being hypersensitive to criticism could be also toxic in the sense that there's a thing, constructive criticism, that people will critique you just for your benefit, for you to get better. But if you get upset at everything somebody tells you, there's no way you could grow as a person. And I feel like that's something like a lot of people could work on, and maybe they don't even know if that's a problem with them. Quickness to attach even to unavailable partners. This could be very dangerous in the sense that if you get quickly attached to somebody who's not currently available, that maybe they have someone else or anything, that's a situation that could end it could end hostile, but it could be also very toxic, that you're going for somebody that's not available. So you need to process that and move on and understand that maybe you just can't have them. Reluctance to fully commit. If you don't want to fully commit to something, there's always room to improve in that situation. So you would want to fully commit in any situation that you're doing. But you don't want to because it goes back to the fact that you get too quickly attached and you don't want to fully commit on something that you think won't last. Aiming to please. Aiming to please is just what it sounds like, in the sense you're just aiming to please. You're aiming to do something for someone just so they're happy, but maybe you don't care how you feel. Intense feeling of separation anxiety. That could be very toxic. It could lead to depression. It could lead to all sorts of stuff. You could be in your own mind just because you don't want to be separated from a person or something. And feeling insecure and unworthy of love. Nobody should feel that way, right? And difficult achieving emotional intimacy. Again, it always goes back to processing. You need to fully process something before you could do anything else. And if you're always waiting on somebody, you may not be able to fully process on your own. So that's fear of abandonment. Well, that brings me to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and put the notification bell on to be alerted for my upcoming videos. Let me know down below if you guys like this format I've been doing for the last couple of videos, just talking about two terms and how they maybe relate to like other terms I was talking about. Please let me know if you like the shorts. I will continue to do some. I'm just trying to do some new content for you guys and see what I can do. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover, and please subscribe. We are one away from 100 subscribers, so that's very cool. Again, thank you so much for the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.